After 60, many of us notice that our bodies react very differently after activity. Just one long walk, a little light exercise, or even a morning spent gardening can leave the muscles aching for days. It's not just inconvenient, it often makes people hesitant to keep moving, which then weakens the muscles even more. The good news is that science has uncovered a natural solution hiding in a simple glass Tart cherry juice. This drink contains special compounds that help calm inflammation, support muscle recovery, and even improve sleep. All critical factors for staying strong and healthy as we age. In today's video, we'll explore why Tart cherries have such remarkable effects, the science behind them, and how to safely include them in your daily routine. If you're interested in natural ways to keep your body resilient, be sure to hit like, share this video with your friends, and subscribe so you don't miss the upcoming episodes. And I'd love to hear from you after exercise. Do you usually just rest? Or do you reach for a food or drink that helps your body recover faster? Share your habits in the comments. Once we pass 60, many of us realize our muscles aren't as obedient as they used to be. A long walk, a bit of yard work, or even a few light stretches can leave us sore for days. That discomfort doesn't just feel unpleasant. It often discourages activity, which in turn accelerates muscle loss. Why does the body change like this? First, we need to remember that muscles age just like skin or hair. In youth, muscle fibers repair themselves quickly after activity, thanks to efficient protein turnover. After 60, this repair process slows down. Each small strain or micro-injury in the muscle takes longer to heal, so soreness feels more intense and lingers longer. Another reason is silent inflammation. With age, the immune system becomes less balanced, leaving the body in a state of low-grade, ongoing inflammation. When we exercise, this background inflammation amplifies the soreness from tiny muscle injuries. Younger bodies sweep away the damage quickly. Older bodies do so much more slowly, so the pain sticks around. The decline of collagen and elasticity in muscles also plays a role. Collagen acts like scaffolding, supporting and protecting muscle fibers. After 60, collagen levels drop, leaving muscles less resilient and more vulnerable to strain. That's why some people feel calf pain after a brisk walk, or experience a stiff back for days after light housework. Circulation is another key factor. As blood vessels stiffen with age, they carry less oxygen and nutrients to muscles. Without enough fuel, muscles tire quickly and recover slowly. This helps explain why older adults often feel more drained and need more time to bounce back after activity. And then there's sleep. Research shows that sleep is the repair shop for muscles. Yet as we age, sleep becomes more fragmented, leaving less time for full muscle recovery. That means after every bout of activity, the body simply doesn't get enough rest to repair, and soreness lingers. In short, post-exercise muscle pain after 60 comes from a mix of slower repair, silent inflammation, collagen loss, reduced circulation, and disrupted sleep. The encouraging news is that instead of just enduring it, we can actively support recovery through natural strategies. One of the most promising is Tart cherry juice, an everyday drink with compounds that target many of these issues at once. That's the focus of our next section. Among the many nutrient-rich fruits, Tart cherries stand out thanks to their high levels of natural compounds that act directly on the muscles. The first group worth mentioning is anthocyanins, the pigments that give cherries their deep red color. Anthocyanins are powerful antioxidants and natural anti-inflammatory agents. Once inside the body, they help quiet down inflammation in muscle fibers after activity. Instead of letting the soreness drag on, anthocyanins work like firefighters, cooling the flame so muscles recover faster and feel less achy. Tart cherries also contain plenty of polyphenols and vitamin C, both of which help reduce oxidative stress. Oxidative stress happens when free radicals attack muscle cells, slowing down healing and worsening soreness. Drinking Tart cherry juice regularly allows these antioxidants to neutralize free radicals, protecting muscle fibers like a shield. Another overlooked benefit is that tart cherries are naturally rich in melatonin. Melatonin not only regulates sleep, but indirectly supports recovery. Deep sleep is when the body enters repair mode, rebuilding muscle fibers and calming inflammation. Since many older adults struggle with sleep, tart cherry juice can make it easier to rest soundly, which in turn enhances muscle recovery. Research from the University of Vermont showed that people who drank tart cherry juice for a week before and after intense exercise reported significantly less muscle soreness than those who didn't. They also bounced back to normal activity faster. While that study was done on athletes, the same processes apply to older adults, because the biology of inflammation and recovery doesn't change with age. A 2021 review in the Journal of the International Society of Sports Nutrition backed this up, finding consistent evidence that tart cherry juice reduces muscle damage and speeds recovery. Scientists believe this comes from the triple effect of anthocyanins calming inflammation, polyphenols reducing oxidative stress, and melatonin improving sleep. Together, they give the body a full package of recovery support. In real life, many older Americans have already made tart cherry juice part of their routine. Some drink a small glass in the morning to ease soreness after a walk. Others prefer a serving at night to help them sleep more soundly. Either way, the common outcome is less stiffness, quicker recovery, and an overall sense of lightness in the body. Clearly, from the lab to daily life, tart cherries prove their worth. But beyond easing muscle pain and speeding recovery, they also improve one of the most important factors for health after 60 sleep. That's what we'll dive into next. When we think about muscle recovery, we often focus on nutrition or stretching, but sleep plays an equally vital role. It's the body's main repair shop. That's another reason tart cherry juice is so useful for older adults. As mentioned earlier, tart cherries are naturally rich in melatonin. Melatonin is the hormone your body produces to signal bedtime. In younger people, melatonin rises reliably at night, helping them fall asleep and stay asleep. But as we age, melatonin production drops, leading to trouble falling asleep, restless nights, or frequent awakenings. That doesn't just leave us tired during the day, it directly cuts into the time the body needs to repair muscles. Because it's during deep sleep that the real restoration happens. Growth hormones are released, damaged muscle fibers are repaired, and inflammation is dialed down. Without enough quality sleep, these processes are shortened or skipped, leaving muscles sore and recovery incomplete. This is where tart cherry juice makes a difference. By providing a natural source of melatonin, it helps reset the body's sleep rhythm, making it easier to drift off and stay asleep. The result, the body has enough time to fully engage in recovery mode. Not only do muscles benefit, but the immune system and even the brain function better. One study published in the European Journal of Nutrition in 2018 found that older adults who drank tart cherry juice for just 2 weeks slept longer, woke up fewer times during the night, and felt more refreshed in the morning. Better sleep translates into faster muscle recovery. Creating a positive cycle, sound sleep helps repair muscles. Stronger muscles make it easier to stay active, and regular activity further supports deeper sleep. You can see this clearly in everyday life. Imagine someone in their mid-60s who often wakes up stiff and sore after gardening and also struggles with restless nights. After a few weeks of drinking tart cherry juice in the evening, they notice their back pain easing, their sleep deepening, and their morning starting with more energy. It's important to note that tart cherry juice isn't a sleeping pill. It's a gentle, natural support. The combined effect of reduced inflammation and improved sleep creates a powerful 1-2 punch for recovery. That's what makes it such an appealing option for seniors who want to stay active without being held back by lingering soreness. But the benefits don't stop with muscles. Tart cherry juice also supports other systems in the body, creating ripple effects beyond recovery. That's what we'll explore in the next section. When most people think of Tart cherry juice, they picture it as a remedy for sore muscles. But its impact stretches much further. Thanks to its high content of anthocyanins and other antioxidants, Tart cherry juice also supports heart health and protects the brain's two systems that work hand in hand with strong muscles. Let's start with the heart. Muscles can only perform well when they receive a steady supply of oxygen-rich blood. If blood vessels become stiff or inflamed, circulation slows, leaving muscles more fatigued and slower to recover. Anthocyanins in Tart cherries help reduce inflammation in blood vessel walls and improve their elasticity. Some studies even suggest that regular Tart cherry juice may modestly lower systolic blood pressure, the top number that reflects the force blood exerts on vessel walls. For adults over 60, just a small drop in that number can translate into a meaningful reduction in cardiovascular risk. With a stronger heart and more flexible vessels, muscles are better fueled for everyday movement. Now let's look at the brain. Free radicals and silent, chronic inflammation can gradually wear down nerve cells, leading to memory lapses and reduced focus. Because anthocyanins have strong antioxidant power, they can neutralize free radicals and calm inflammation, which helps protect brain cells over time. And melatonin, which Tart cherries provide naturally, doesn't just improve sleep, it also plays a role in regulating healthy brain function. The result is not just less soreness in the body, but also greater mental clarity during the day. Imagine a common situation is someone in their mid-60s who often struggles with calf pain after a walk and also complains that their memory isn't what it used to be. After a few weeks of adding Tart cherry juice to their evening routine, they notice not only that their legs recover more quickly, but also that they recall daily tasks more easily. Feeling sharper mentally gives them more confidence in daily life and a greater sense of comfort overall. In other words, the benefits of Tart cherry juice ripple through the entire body. When the heart is healthy, muscles are nourished. When the brain is protected, focus and motivation improve. And when muscles function smoothly, sleep becomes deeper. It's a positive cycle, all supported by one simple, natural food. With that in mind, the next question is clear. How can older adults use Tart cherry juice safely and effectively? Especially if they're already managing other health conditions. That's the focus of our final section. Now that we understand why Tart cherry juice helps with sore muscles, sleep, and even circulation, the real question is how to make it part of daily life in a safe and effective way. First, let's talk about the amount. Most research points to about 4 to 8 ounces a day, that's roughly 120 to 240 milliliters, or a small glass. For older adults, this is enough to capture the benefits without putting extra strain on the body. If you're just starting out, begin with half a glass to see how your body responds, then gradually work up to the recommended amount. There are two common approaches. One is to drink it after physical activity or household chores, when muscles are most in need of anti-inflammatory support. The other is to drink it in the evening, an hour or two before bedtime, when its natural melatonin can make sleep easier. For those looking to recover muscles and improve rest, combining both strategies can work especially well. Still, it's important to use it wisely. Tart cherries do contain natural sugars. While far less than soda or sweetened drinks, people with diabetes or blood sugar concerns should be cautious. Also, because the juice is tangy, drinking it on an empty stomach may cause mild stomach discomfort for some. A simple fix is to pair it with a light snack or dilute it with water. Medication use is another consideration. If you take blood thinners, blood pressure medications, or drugs for gout, check with your doctor before adding Tart cherry juice regularly. Natural foods are powerful, but they can still influence how medications work in the body. The safest rule is to listen to your body and get medical guidance if you're unsure. In practice, Tart cherry juice is easy to find. Most major grocery stores and natural food markets carry bottled varieties. For best results, Choose 100% juice with no added sugar or flavorings. If you prefer fresh, frozen tart cherries can be blended into smoothies. Combine them with yogurt, chia seeds, or oats, and you've got a breakfast that's both satisfying and restorative. Another simple idea is to make tart cherry juice part of your evening wind-down routine. Instead of coffee or black tea, which can interfere with sleep, you might enjoy a small glass of tart cherry juice after dinner. Pair it with a few minutes of gentle stretching and soft music, and you'll find your body relaxing, your mind calming, and your sleep quality improving. Tart cherry juice is not an instant cure. One glass won't erase muscle soreness overnight. But when it's included regularly, week after week, month after month, the benefits add up. Less pain, better sleep, steadier energy, and greater ease in staying active. So tart cherry juice can be a safe, natural ally for health after 60, as long as it's used thoughtfully. It won't replace medications, but it can be a valuable part of a broader wellness plan alongside balanced meals, gentle activity, and restorative sleep. Throughout today's video, we've taken a journey to understand why muscles after 60 often ache longer, and why something as simple as a glass of tart cherry juice can become such a valuable ally. In the first section, we looked at the familiar challenge weaker muscles, soreness that lingers after activity. This isn't just an individual problem, it's the result of several factors working together, from slower muscle repair and silent inflammation to reduced circulation and disrupted sleep. Next, tart cherries stepped into the picture as a natural solution. With anthocyanins, polyphenols, and melatonin, this small fruit brings 3 essential supports fighting inflammation, reducing oxidative stress, and improving sleep, all key to faster recovery. In the third section, we saw how these benefits aren't limited to the lab but show up in real life. Deeper sleep allows the body to repair itself. Muscle soreness eases, and energy for the next day returns. Then we expanded the view in the fourth section. Tart cherry juice doesn't just support muscles, it also benefits the heart and brain. Stronger blood vessels mean better oxygen delivery. Antioxidants protect nerve cells, and sharper thinking helps us stay active and confident. Finally, in the fifth section, we outlined how to use it safely, moderate amounts, the right timing, attention to existing health conditions, and choosing pure, unsweetened juice. Most importantly, consistency matters, especially when paired with balanced meals, light activity, and quality sleep. The core message is this: easing muscle pain and supporting recovery after 60 doesn't have to be complicated or expensive. Sometimes, one simple, natural habit like a glass of tart cherry juice can make a meaningful difference for both health and quality of life. If you found today's content helpful, please like this video, share it so others can benefit, and subscribe to the channel for more natural health guidance. And before we wrap up, I'd love to hear from you. Would it be easier for you to add tart cherry juice a few times a week? Or would you prefer another natural food to support your recovery? Share your thoughts in the comments so we can learn from each other and encourage one another toward healthier habits.